Don't watch these videos alone. You could massively outgrow your partner just a little too fast. I've got them organized by physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional, just like the How to Mind Shift course, where you can go in any order you want with all these free videos. My first one is the spiritual category. I am. The shift is about to hit the fan. This is Jim Carrey's movie producer. Made a spiritual, energetic healing type of documentary. Must see. That's where I started a lot of my knowledge on this. The Healing Field was my favorite documentary for a long time, exploring energy and consciousness. Heal is usually in Netflix. The most powerful healer is within. So when you take this into account and you combine them with your faith, you'll see how the healing powers and spirituality work together in God's infinite creation. The next part is physical, the body component. And yes, I'm into the keto diet and exercise, bodybuilding and MMA and different types of endurance sports. Toxic exposures is the bottom line here. And if you could do nothing else from this video is start filtering your water all the time. Watch the Water by Stu Peters discusses spike proteins in the water supply, but tracks the DNA of what the spike proteins are made of. It's a must-see. The Devil We Know, Dark Waters, and Aaron Brockovich are all documentaries about industrial toxic waste and what it's doing in communities and cancer rates and stuff. And this one personally affects me because I have high PFAS in my blood, which two of these documentaries are about. And that means that I am having to figure out how to detox, and I have a separate mastermind group for that. Root Cause is about, the hidden dangers within that retained ligament in a dental, what's it called, a root canal. That leaves botulinum toxin. It's one of the toxins covered in my top 9 neurotoxins in the food and water supply video. Food Incorporated, a long time ago I watched this one. It's a nice complement to Wheat Belly, but it talks about disgusting things in our food process. And I used to be an Army food inspector and inspect slaughterhouses and other places and processes. So I have a little knowledge there. Cannabis, A Lost History. Definitely check it out because we have 2 proteins in our body that mimic what's in the cannabis plant, and this is left out of modern education. Anandamide and 2-AG. Third category, emotional and regulating emotion. We've got Brene Brown, The Call to Courage. I think that's in Netflix. You can check out her website. Anything emotional for me is either Brene Brown or some form of expression through art or art therapy. Emotion and Emotion 2.0 documentaries blend the trapped emotional memories in your body through subconscious mind therapy. It's my favorite nowadays for all the energy healing documentaries. I don't have time in clinical environments to talk this much because I have to take care of medications and manage unsafe patients sometimes. So this is the only documentary I mention in my practice every day. Detox and energy medicine. That's it. Detox, filter your water all the time, do ionic foot baths and such, and this emotion. So this is a core critical one that's really important for how I provide hope to patients rapidly in my practice. And then I found a documentary on art therapy itself, so I had to include it because Brene Brown in art therapy is what I got under the emotional category. Mental, this is your choosing power. This is everything you can do about it. This is things like Science of Resilience, how to thrive in a world of chaos. The Earthing movie, so the remarkable science of grounding. You got to know that without being connected to the earth, we're not getting the frequencies. We're creating inflammation and basically free radical damage. And so we need to be grounded. Messages from Water. Yes, Messages from Water. This sounds crazy. And I heard it first from a crazy person, so I didn't believe it. Until I read it, until I saw it, until I understood quantum physics and energy medicine and put several different types of perspectives and papers together to say that this makes sense. And I've even ordered a microscope to try some home experimentation with the idea that your thoughts, your mind, your writing, your intention in the presence of water, when you freeze it on a microscope, if that intention is good and loving, it turns to beautiful crystals like snowflakes. If it's hate, if you say the word hate or war or pain, and then you freeze that water, it does not turn into crystals. What's going on? You must see this. And I would be remiss if I didn't throw in an audio program. It's technically not a documentary, but I use it in my Making Mind Shifters class. This is a traditional mastermind that goes back to 19th century practices that were responsible for the leaders that came up with the Industrial Revolution. So I present a goal to them to use this as a test case for this Making Mind Shifters class to govern the rest of the classes that I have. And so it's a case, and we study the Science of Personal Achievement Napoleon Hill audio program.